Hello, my name is Pooja. Welcome to the Sunday special episode of Around the World. We come up with this program every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. In this special program, we talk about the news which enhances your understanding of global politics. We will discuss one such news in today's story. In Hindi films, you often say that there is a moneylender who provides loans to poor people at high interest rates, and when the poor person fails to repay the loan, then that moneylender takes possession of his property in return. In this way, one by one, he traps many people in his debt trap. There is a country that, like the moneylender of films, is trapping the South Asian countries one by one in its debt trap. We are talking about the neighboring country China, which is making India's neighboring countries its debtor one by one. Now China is trying to trap Bangladesh in its debt trap. For this purpose, China is gradually increasing its influence in Bangladesh. China is working on several projects to strengthen its economic ties with Bangladesh. In recent times, China has inaugurated several ongoing projects in Bangladesh. Furthermore, China's ambassador is continuously talking about China's economic proposals on the business forums of Bangladesh. Apart from investing heavily in infrastructure and providing loans to Bangladesh, China is also trying to ease the exchanges of currencies between the two countries on many fronts. China's growing interest in Bangladesh is being considered as a challenge for India from a geopolitical point of view. China's debt trap is believed to have increased economic difficulties in Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Nepal. Considering this, India needs to maintain good relations with Bangladesh amidst India's tense relations with neighbors like Pakistan, China, and Nepal. Against this backdrop, several pertinent questions arise. Firstly, what is the meaning of China's heavy investment in Bangladesh? How much will China's growing influence in Bangladesh harm India geopolitically? We will try to find answers to these questions in today's story. First of all, let us know about the geographical location of Bangladesh. Bangladesh shares borders with India in the west, north and the east, while it shares borders with Myanmar in the southeast. Bangladesh is at a very short distance from Bhutan and Nepal via the Siliguri corridor, and Sikkim separates it from China in the north. Bangladesh has a coastline along the Bay of Bengal in the south. Bangladesh is a strategically crucial country due to its location in the Indian Ocean. Before understanding the meaning of China's investments in Bangladesh, let us know about the projects being implemented by China in Bangladesh. As we have already mentioned that China has completed several projects in Bangladesh in recent months, Dhaka, a Shulia expressway is one of the most prominent projects completed by China in Bangladesh. This expressway is being viewed as a part of China's Belt and Road Initiative. It is being claimed that both the countries will benefit from this expressway. Recently, China completed the third phase of the Information and Communication Technology project with Bangladesh. It is believed that China's cooperation in the IT sector will strengthen Digital Bangladesh and Digital Skill Road. China is also supporting the Bangladesh government in setting up South Asia's first wind power factory in the Cox's Bazar area. Furthermore, the Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman tunnel is being constructed with the help of Chinese companies. In September 2022, Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina inaugurated the Bangladesh-China Friendship Bridge. China has made more than 70% investment in the construction of this bridge. According to media reports, China may start many more new projects like river projects, energy supply projects, and building a smart city in Chittagong in Bangladesh. Apart from infrastructure, China is also investing in the defense sector. According to Financial Times, China has provided a loan of $4 billion to Bangladesh under the Belt and Road Initiative. According to the IMF, the total foreign debt of Bangladesh in 2021 was $62 billion. Out of the total foreign debt, the share of the World Bank and the Asian Development Bank is 59%, and the share of China's debt is 7%. As per the experts, although this figure appears to be small, it will increase gradually. This is exactly the same pattern as was witnessed in the case of Sri Lanka. Now, a pertinent question arises: what are China's intentions behind making huge investments in Bangladesh? If we analyze China's actions, then China's intentions are clearly evident. Firstly, Bangladesh is one of the most reliable neighbors of India. China has been continuously trapping India's neighboring countries in its debt trap. China intends to overtake India in South Asia after trapping the strategically important Sri Lanka in its debt trap. In its debt trap, it is also eyeing to trap Bangladesh. Actually, Bangladesh is also strategically important for India due to its proximity to the Bay of Bengal. China is repeatedly trying to counter India in the Indian Ocean, whether it is Pakistan's Gwadar port or Sri Lanka's Hambantota. China has been continuously trying to put pressure on India by intruding into the Indian Ocean. China's attempts to dominate South Asia is also fatal from India's perspective because China is eyeing strategically crucial countries. In these countries, China makes financial investments in major ports and later these countries get into financial troubles. Bangladesh is facing an ever-increasing trade deficit for the past several years. Bangladesh's trade deficit stood at 11.01 billion US dollars in the financial year 2017-18 and has been increasing every year since then. Therefore, Bangladesh has sought a loan of $4.5 billion from the IMF to get rid of the immediate economic crises. At present, Bangladesh needs India's support. If India maintains laxity at this point of time, then China will get an opportunity to increase its influence in Bangladesh. However, India also needs the support of Bangladesh. Notably, India's strategic dependence on Bangladesh has increased considerably, given the current strategic situation in Asia and the way India's tensions with China and Pakistan are accelerating. Also, China's interference in Nepal, Maldives and Sri Lanka is increasing continuously. Since India shares a border of about 4,000 kilometers with Bangladesh, hence Bangladesh is quite crucial for India from a strategic point of view. Therefore, amid challenges posed by China and Pakistan, India needs the support of Bangladesh, with which it has historically had better relations. However, China's increasing interference in Bangladesh is testing Indian diplomacy and India must pass this test with flying colors. Now we come to the next segment of the Sunday special episode of Around the World. In this segment, we will talk about other significant international news. Recently, a meeting of the UNSC, that is, the United Nations Security Council, was organized on the topic Ukraine, protection of civilians and the situation of children. Speaking on the topic, India's permanent representative to the UN, Ruchira Kamboj, said that both Russia and Ukraine are good friends of India. The conflict that has been going on between the two countries for almost 10 months is affecting the whole world. That's why it is imperative that both the countries adopt the path of diplomacy and dialogue. Significantly, being a democratic country, all the leaders of the world are urging India to intervene to end the Ukraine war. The Parliament of Peru passed a resolution to start the impeachment process against President Pedro Castillo. This proposal was brought by the opposition, which was passed with 73 voters. There were 32 votes against the motion, while 6 members abstained. President Pedro Castillo was asked to respond to the allegations. Significantly, this is the opposition's third attempt to impeach Castillo. In this regard, President Castillo is accused of favoring the family and close associate and of various other types of corruption. As per the US State Department, Thomas West, the special representative of Afghanistan, was on a visit to Japan, India and the UAE. During the visit, which took place from 1st to 8th December, Thomas West spoke to many other stakeholders in addition to these countries regarding the Afghan humanitarian crises. The humanitarian and economic crises in Western Afghanistan, the protection of the rights of Afghans and common security were the main issues during the visit. In addition, Thomas West also held talks with the Afghan diaspora, media leaders and human rights activists to address the challenges faced by Afghans. That's all in this episode. Let us note down the question of today. Analyze the increasing interference of China in Bangladesh. What does India need to do to deal with this situation?